My name is Mia Gramann, and these are the note cards I will be using during my speech. How many of you have had a sickness or illness in your life, or a surgery? Okay, good. And that's many of you. And considering that you guys are still here today, that is a good sign. Now, what if I told you that most of the procedures that were used during your surgery and the cures to your illness were found by animal testing? According to an article titled Italian Scientists Fight Back on Animal Testing, written by Tiziana Morcioni, published in 2013 in Nature News, that animal testing was really used to find the cure for many different diseases that are still present today, such as tuberculosis, malaria, and many different kinds of cancer, including leukemia. And they're also involved in the development of different types of technology that are used in the body, such as pacemakers and any other items related to different kinds of heart diseases. Now, 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with a Chiari malformation and had a procedure to correct it. And for those of you who don't know, basically the cerebellum is too big for your head and you faint all the time. Now, when doing more research for this project, I actually realized that my type of surgery was tested on animals and was approved because of animal testing. And just to give you a little bit of perspective, if I didn't have that surgery, then I would not be able to drive and I would not be able to hold my kids or anything like that because I was at risk of fainting. So truly, animal testing led to how I live my lifestyle today. According to an article titled Free the Animals, Investigating Attitudes Towards Animal Testing in Britain and the United States, written in the Scandinavian Journal of Psychology, published in 2008, supercomputers are not as efficient as we think they are, and animal testing is necessary. Medical animal testing is beneficial because there are no adequate alternatives. It prevents the use for human subjects. Animals benefit from animal testing, and there are laws that protect animals' rights. First, I'm going to talk about why there are no adequate alternatives. Basically, according to an article written by Aaron Fano titled Animal Testing, written in 1997, published in the Journal of Royal Society of Medicine, animals are really similar to humans in the sense that we have the same, our bodies operate in similar ways. And systems such as the endocrine system, the immune system, the nervous system, they all operate and function similarly. And that's why animal testing is so beneficial, is because it truly represents the human body. And cells in a petri dish basically just do not cut it anymore because they're not getting the same reactions or how humans would actually react. And there's no other safe option. Also, animals have a lot shorter lifespan, especially the ones being tested, than humans. According to an article published in the Journal of Assisted Reproduction and Genetics, published in 2018, and the FDA approved drugs that are super toxic to animals, and the utility of animal testing for human risk prediction, mice that they use live 2 to 3 years. So basically, when you're trying to study a whole illness or cure or anything like that that's passed down genetically, you need animals that have short lifespans, so you can tell truly the effects that it has on a generation. And it's kind of self-explanatory, but you're not able to use humans because human lifespans are really long, and scientists are not able to pass down the work because the work kind of just becomes choppy. Next, I want to talk about how this prevents the need for human use. And when we're talking about this, we really want to keep in mind the ethical consideration when it comes to animals. So according to an article written by Aaron Fano titled Animal Testing, written in 1997, published in the Journal of Royal Society of Medicine, humans are not to be in danger when this kind of testing comes in mind, because the testing is very dangerous and it is unnecessary because we do have animals to test on. And kind of talking about how this is present today with the coronavirus, they're doing a lot of testing on animals. And if you think about it logically, I know most of you probably know and understand that someone you know and love probably does have the coronavirus, or someone that you heard of. And logically, it just makes sense to have animals test this out and see if it works on them rather than humans. And next, I want to talk about how animals actually benefit from animal testing. According to a book written in 2011 by Franklin Boyer, published in the Metallo-Intercalculators Synthesis and Techniques to Probe thesis interactions with biomolecules, that many different animals were saved because of animal testing. Different types of illnesses were going around. The actually koala species had chlamydia, and their numbers were decreasing rapidly. However, because we were able to test on them, we were able to save them from becoming extinct. And other animals that were saved from extinction were the black-footed ferret and then the California condor. So I know when I say the word animal testing, a negative connotation comes to mind. And that's because most of you are not aware of the laws that are in place. According to an article written in 1997 by Aaron Fano titled Animal Testing, published in the Royal Society of Medicine, medical animal testing and cosmetic animal testing are very different. Cosmetic animal testing is when they actually put harmful chemicals that are used in makeup and nail polishes and many cosmetic products directly on the skin of an animal. And that does violate the rights, and that is way different than the medical animal testing. According to an article titled Free the Animal, Investigation Attitudes Towards Animal Testing in Britain and the United States, published in 2008 by the Scandinavian Journal of Psychology, the Federal Animal Welfare Act of 1996 protects animals' rights when it comes to animals testing. And this act kind of states that they must have clean enclosures, temperature, and water and food, and everything needs to be up to date. And many people don't know that. So in summary, animal testing is beneficial because there's no other alternative. As we've seen with the coronavirus, you'd rather have an animal being tested than a human. They saved the different animals from extinctions and actually benefit the animals altogether. And current laws are in place to protect animals' rights. Now, I want to leave you with a quote from Tara Robin, who is a public affairs specialist for the Food and Drug Administration. Without use of animal testing, it would be impossible to gain important knowledge to cure life-threatening diseases. I hope this speech opens your eyes to the true secrets of animal testing. Thank you.